Peace, YouTube. What it do? Your boy Justice Bash back with another video. Yeah, I'm going live because I just shout out to my boy Ticket TV. You know what I'm saying? He had the story up first. And you know, I heard about this for a while. You know what I'm saying? I followed it and everything too. So, you know, the former NBA player Big Baby Davis, Glen Davis, was under scrutiny for it was an insurance ring. Him and a couple players had an insurance ring where they you know, swindled money from the NBA's insurance fund. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go further into it. I'm gonna let you hear the story, then I'm gonna go into talk about what I want to talk about. And it's just crazy because these dudes, you know what I'm saying, most of them are black, you know what I mean? And they're always black and white, but a lot of times it is about black and white. You know what I'm saying? It makes you analyze and it makes you, you know what I'm saying, do the knowledge, which means to look, listen, and observe even more when stories like this come out. You know what I'm saying? So Glen Baby Davis, I believe Terrence Williams is the one who originated it, this whole insurance fraud. And he put other people on, you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, they basically they facing time, you know what I'm saying? These dudes facing time for insurance fraud. And I'm trying to find the story. Shout out to my boy Ticket TV. Okay. Here we go right here. Fair use. Fair use.
With over 200 flavor notes, every sip of Woodford Reserve bourbon is a spectacle
Check it
for
out,
the
fam.
senses.
And so, we'll find out when the sentencing gets.
Fair use, fair use. Shout out to my boy Ticket TV with the latest.
Former NBA player Will Bynum have both been convicted just now
Davis.
in a Manhattan court.
Glen Davis too,
in New
Baby
York.
Davis.
According to reports, and shout out to my boy LB for sending me this video. LB, so y'all go subscribe to his channel, Sports and Political channel of LB. Salute to my brother. He sent me this article.
Fair use, fair use.
But out of the U.S. Attorney's Office, the United States Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, the U.S. Attorney has released a statement just now after the conviction of Glen Big Baby Davis. It says moments ago, a Manhattan jury convicted of former NBA players Ronald Glen Big Baby Davis and Will Bynum of a criminal scheme to defraud the NBA players' health and benefit welfare plan. While many other 20 defendants convicted in this case were well-known NBA stars, their conduct was otherwise a typical fraudulent scheme designed to defraud the NBA's health care plan and net the defendants over $5 million in illicit profits. Today's conviction exemplifies that despite notoriety or success in any sports or any other field, no one is exempt from criminal charges if they engage in fraud. Now, Glen Big Baby Davis has been running around here, trolling people, running his mouth, disrespecting cats, talking down, you know what I'm saying? Doing a whole lot of stuff, just doing a whole lot of just disrespecting and stuff he was doing. And today, he got convicted in the court of law. And he is now facing big time prison time from what I'm hearing through this conviction. Now, I believe he did not take a plea. And this is a very bad situation because now he's probably going to be gone. Now, in February, Carly Lawson Freeman of Yahoo Sports reported that former NBA players Allen Anderson, Keon Doolin were sentenced to prison. One was sentenced to prison for 2 years, and the other one was sentenced to prison for 2.5 years, respectively, for their roles in the scheme. It said Lawson and Freeman noted they were among 18 former players charged in October of 2021 for allegedly participating in a scheme that went from approximately 2017 and 2020 and involved players submitting reimbursed claims for medical services that didn't happen and were fake. The report also highlighted allegations that former NBA player Terrence Williams orchestrated the scheme and recruited others. In August, Larry Nussmeier of the Associated Press reported that Williams was sentenced to 10 years in prison. So Terrence Williams got 10 years in prison. He also was ordered to pay $2.5 million in restitution and forfeit more than $650,000. As for Glen Big Baby Davis, he played 8 seasons in the NBA from 2007, 2008 to 2014 and 15 for the Celtics, Magic, and the Strippers. He was a part of the Celtics team that won a championship his rookie year in the league. And also Bynum, who came in the league in 2006, played for the Golden State Warriors, Pistons, and the Wizards, and he last appeared during the 2014-2015 season.
So this is my thing though with this, you know what I'm saying? And you do wrong, karma, you know what I'm saying? I always talk about karma, it comes back. You don't know when it's going to come back, but it's going to double back, right? But it just, I want to talk about the system, right? The criminal system, the justice system, right? So at the end of the day, the majority of people who got caught up in this is black, is melanated people, right? And it's wrong to do, falsifying information and documents to try to get compensated, knowing eventually you're going to get caught. You know what I'm saying? When you play with the government, especially the feds, they coming for you, right? But all I'm saying about this story, and wrong is wrong, you know what I'm saying? Right is right. And you got to stand on principle. I stand on integrity. But my thing is, what about Brett Favre, though? You know what I'm saying? Even though this brother, or this dude, you know what I'm saying, was caught, stealing millions, I guess he paid it back. But why he didn't do no jail time? You feel what I'm saying? Like, they trying to put these dudes under the bus. And, of course, that was wrong. But one dude, they said 2 dudes, 2 years, 2.5 years? Okay. Why didn't Brett Favre do a year? You know what I'm saying? He stole millions, right? And from what they say is he paid, restitution, all that, but he was able to escape prison. This isn't a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers get caught up in the system, do wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got to do time and pay restitution, right? And wrong is wrong. But why when it comes to them pale mayonnaise face people, they always get to slide away with a slap on the wrist. You know what I'm saying? Like a white collar crime, they call it, right? So it's just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? These brothers done rolled that dice and fucked around and got crapped out, you know what I mean? And like I say, every time you do something, every action is a reaction. And you gotta, whatever you put in the atmosphere, you gotta know when it's good or bad. That good and that bad gonna come back one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it might not be right then and there. It might be 2 years later. It might be 2 months later. It might be 20 years later. But that karma gonna double back. You always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you put out in this world. But the system, you know what I'm saying? Does the system need to be fixed? Does it need to have a little twist? Or is it just designed the way it was designed from the start? You feel what I'm saying? It never was designed for people that look like me, people that look like, you know what I'm saying, a darker hue skin. And like I said, it ain't always about black and white, but 9 out of 10, it's about black and white. You feel what I'm saying? And you just got to understand, you already got a strike against you. You know what I'm saying? I was talking with an Arab, dude, earlier today. We had a heated argument, and it wasn't even an argument. To me, it was a debate, but it was factual information. And he trying to argue with me about Arabs and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I know about Arabs. I even read the Quran. Okay, I can speak Arabic. You know what I mean? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You know what I mean? That's in the name of Allah, most merciful, most beneficial. And of course, I understand Allah and the principle, and it's part of the culture of it. But my thing is, it's never going to be justice on stolen land. That's why in Israel, you got this fight right now. And if you break down Israel, you break down that you got Isis, Amin, Ra, and El. Israel. That's the 3 foundations of Israel. But end of the day, back to this video, you just got to understand what times we live in. You got to understand what's, at stake. And you got to understand the dynamics of racism. You got to understand the dynamics of society and etymology. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to wordplay, when it comes to language, you got how language means a lot. And they capitalize off the ones that's meek, that don't understand the wordplay, that don't understand the etymology, that don't know the lingo. That's why they have lawyers. And every time they get you when you don't know the wordplay. So all I want to say on this situation is, it's crazy. Brothers got caught up, you know what I'm saying? Thinking they was going to get some bread, like PPP money kind of. And, you know, they was living good for a while, having checks. But then eventually, was it really worth it? You got to do some hard prison time. And it might not be no hard prison time like the average person would do. But it's still, it's a little time away where you got to, you know what I mean? Give your time to someone else because of a mistake, right? Slight mistake. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Your boy Justice Shabazz. More content coming, more interviews. You already know. Stay loaded. Stay locked and loaded. Peace.